Hey Aries, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for July 11th. Let's see what's going on with Aries. The heart of your reading, we have the moon in reverse. A lot of you just completed a major dark night in the soul phase of your life. You might have felt like everything was going wrong, relationships ended, careers ended, you moved. Just a lot of upheaval and change and letting go. You got to know yourself a lot through this process. You probably changed and evolved a lot. You may find yourself without the same support systems that you're accustomed to because you just don't resonate with the same friends anymore. What's the challenge for Aries? Embodying that leadership, taking on the responsibility of moving forward. The King of Wands is someone who is very confident in their authority. The way that they wield that authority is with charisma. They use their attractiveness to their own benefit. They're well liked, and they know how to use the power of persuasion. And I feel like these are all qualities that you embody very easily. I think you're not sure how to apply that right now in your life. Or you may be more selective about who you connect with in that way. I get the sense that you're a bit more guarded with your energy than you have been in years past. Your focus is on the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which has you maybe... This could go one of two ways. This is either that you're overspending, splurging, feeling very like a strong need to treat yourself, or like retail therapy sort of energy. Or it could be that you want to be able to buy the nice things that you're accustomed to, or spend on experiences that are just fun and maybe hobbies, or just for pleasure. And you don't have the funds available to do that right now. So you feel inhibited in that way. In the recent past, we have the Ace of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You were feeling inspired, curious to take an opportunity to move in a new direction, but that would require you to either cash out an investment that you have or pull up roots that you'd been putting down for a while to follow this new passion. So that could have you like leaving a job into which you'd been paying, no, how do you say that? Like if you had a 401k at a job and you were looking at that as a long-term like retirement savings, maybe you're cashing that out in order to follow this new passion. This could also be like cashing out any sort of investment really, but I'm getting the sense that it feels premature to you. Like you wished you could have let that investment grow for a longer period of time before you cash it out. Now, if this isn't talking about a financial investment that you're cashing out, then it could be that you're no longer nurturing a garden when it comes to friendships or relationships. You're no longer tending to that area of your life because it wasn't giving you the results that you wanted to see. I like the Ace of Wands energy though. It's very promising. In your crowning position, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This has you getting another chance at a similar energy than you've experienced in the past. If you've ever felt like, I wish I would have done things differently, or if I had another shot at that, I'm sure I would nail it. Whatever growth and or shedding you've done over this recent period of moon in reverse energy, it's leading you toward an opportunity to reconnect with similar energies that you've experienced in the past. That could show up in one of two ways. Could be the universe showing you something toxic that you used to get entangled with to allow you to prove to yourself that you no longer are attracted to that energy. Or it could be let's say you have a pattern of failed relationships. You could have a chance to get into a new relationship that if you apply this new version of yourself, you have the chance to have a very healthy, interdependent sort of not enmeshment, but I'm getting this like very supportive, wanting to talk about deep things and wanting to really be there for each other. So not just the like, let's have fun together sort of relationship, the sort of relationship where they want to get to know you and vice versa. They want to be supportive of the ways in which you're weak and supportive of your goals and dreams. When they see you get inspired, they want to cheer you on to go for that. And I think that's the more likely of the two scenarios because of the vibe that I'm picking up with this Ace of Wands. It's very like, I'm inspired to go do something new, and I think the universe is going to give you the opportunity to align with someone who is going to be pretty supportive of that effort. The challenge you would need to overcome in order to really work through this energy and fully take advantage of it is embodying this King of Wands energy, which is, I think, mainly about facing your responsibilities, seeing your what's the word I want to use here? Taking responsibility for the things in your life that you could be empowered, or you're like, what do you mean? I'm trying to think of an example. We've got ways in which you've been externalizing power. You've been looking to other people in your life to be the authority for things in your life. And it's going to be different for each of you. So think about how you've been doing that. If one kind of hint to help you decipher that, if it's not immediately obvious to you, could be who do you blame for your problems? So if you are angry at someone who should have done something better, and if they would have, then your life would have been better. Look at it through the lens of, what power am I giving them over my life? Am I saying that they are the one who has the authority over me in that area of my life? How can I reclaim that power and authority for myself? It a lot of times takes some humility, because that perspective shift can be very empowering, but it can also make you reflect on past decisions like, you know what, if I would have accepted this authority, this responsibility for myself in the past, I wouldn't have been blaming that person, I wouldn't have been expecting them to solve my problems, and I would have done it better had I done it myself. So that's how I'm getting this message of the King of Wands being the challenge that you're meant to overcome by more fully embodying this energy now as you face your future. In the near future, we have aligning with friends who are fun to be around, who are healthy energies to interact with. They're not going to pressure you to engage in activities that you don't feel like is good for you anymore. They're going to see the best in you and want you to succeed. But we're really focusing here on the fun that you're going to have. It's a very lighthearted energy. Yeah, less about them being supportive right away. I think this is more something that they would develop into, with the Six of Wands being in reverse here at the bottom of the deck, and more just about like socializing. Your surprise energy, we have the Hermit, pulling away in order to gain a more zoomed out perspective, a wider perspective on what's going on in your life. If you've felt uncertain about where you're headed, what is your guiding light? This sort of a energy can mean I'm going to go on a quest in order to find the thing that's important to me. What is going to be that guiding light by which I steer this ship of my life? I think you're in a position of sort of looking for that right now. This might be a key to unlock the door to that journey, but I don't think it's the whole answer. This Ace of Wands, whatever inspiration you've recently had, it's going to, yeah, be the spark that points you in the direction of searching for this new thing in life. It could be as deep as like a life purpose. Why am I here? What's my purpose? Show me hopes and fears. We have the Five of Swords. You're worried about whether or not you are going to exhibit a tendency to argue with people or be abrasive. If you feel like in group settings people take you as argumentative and that hasn't served you well, you might be afraid that you're going to continue a pattern like that, and it's going to make it more difficult for you to navigate the way that you would want to, like in a more friendly way, or in a way that people receive you better and work better with you, want to work with you, see you as an ally. You may be afraid that no matter who you interact with, you're always going to be met with disagreement, and you're never going to find people who really see things your way, and you might be really wishing that you could find people who are more aligned with your way of seeing the world. Let's see where this is all headed. Based on Aries' current trajectory, where is this all likely to end up? Okay, the Fool in reverse. When you go on the quest to find your purpose, you follow your new passion and hoping it'll lead you to a big adventure, I think it's not going to be the first thing that you explore, because this energy is going to conclude with you not taking the leap of faith. That might be the thing that we touched on with the way that your higher self sees this situation, like the good thing that's going to come from it, is that you don't just rush in and take a big risk because it seems exciting. You wait for the next opportunity to come along, whatever the next thing that you're going to connect with energetically, and you're looking at it through more of a lens of logic, reason, responsibility. Oh, there's that responsibility word that we were looking at with the King of Wands. He is very fiery and passionate, but he has enough life experience to not take every risk that's exciting. If he did, his kingdom would have burned down long ago. And by not taking that leap of faith, ostensibly because you judge it to be too risky or bad timing or not aligned with you for some reason, you are allowing space for the universe to bring you more options. And the advice from Spirit as to how you can best interact with these energies is connect more on how you feel about things in your heart and soul, rather than what excites you and lights you up and seems fun and interesting and makes you very curious. Rather than leaping forward into a risky situation based on excitement in the moment, give it enough time to really feel into it emotionally. Your advice being the Ace of Cups really shows me this distinction between excitement and happiness. What is going to make you happy isn't always the thing that's exciting in the moment. So if you can find that distinction and make your decisions accordingly, that's going to serve you well. Aries, I hope that helped. Have a good day, and I'll see you back tomorrow.